The following clips are from the Fan Film Awards 2022.
Spider-Man Prom Night. Congratulations to Spider-Man Prom Night. Your fan film was amazing, and you won the Directing Award of 2022. Spider-Man Prom Night. Congratulations to Spider-Man Prom Night. Your fan film is really amazing to win 2 awards already, and I think there's going to be more to come. Man, Prom Night.
In the Fan Film Awards 2022, Spider-Man Prom Night won the Marvel Award, the Best Directed Award, the Best Marvel Fan Film, and the Best Story Award of 2022, and came in second for the Best Released Fan Film of 2022. If you don't know what the Fan Film Awards are, it was an award show that happened at December 30th of 2022, and a lot of different people, I think it had over 200 different vote for all these awards. So it won the most awards out of anything. And now it has come out with a sequel, Spider-Man: The Last Hunt. How this is going to work is I'm first going to do my breakdown in 0.25x speed, because I did get called out by the channel to do it. And then I'm going to talk about the actual, my thoughts, predictions, things like that. So before we get into it, if you haven't already seen my teaser trailer for Spider-Man: Kingpin of Time, that is on my channel now, and the official trailer will release on a separate channel on this February 25th. Sorry about that. Let's hop into it. First detail is, again, there's not too many details, it's a teaser trailer, but is, of course, the reference to Mr. Ditkovich. I can't pronounce that name. He's still one of the best characters in it. And it's cool. It's like a fun thing with Ren's Mr. Ditkovich. Also, here's the other thing to note. It is to Mr. Flash Thompson, it's to Flash, not to Peter. And I think a lot of people didn't notice the Mr. Ditkovich part, but they did not notice it was to Flash. So that's something definitely to think about. Next, again, we're going to get a bit off track. Sometimes it's breakdown, some of it's just details. Who is this new character? So we have this new female lead. She was not spoke about in the video. I do not know who this is. I have no clue who this could be. The only guess I have is Gwen, but I don't think it's Gwen. So I have no clue who this character is. But I really have just no clue who that could be. But I am interested in seeing, because they do seem like they have a big role. Next, we have the symbiote suit. I can't tell if it's the same from the last one. I think it's different. The eyes look bigger. But he is actually losing a fight to this guy. So it's very weird how he's losing the fight, but I do like the new suit. I'm also curious how he got the suit from the lizard. But again, that's going to be in the prediction part. Next, we have the what is it? It's who's that? That's Peter, and I think it's Frogman, or it's one of his new friends. But he's actually holding a book, and what the book is I believe it's called Hitler's American. What's it called? I literally googled this like 2 minutes before I filmed this video. But basically, it's a book about why the world Gamble, Hitler's American Gamble, and it basically is a book about how and why World War II started and how it was an awful decision. I think this has to do with Kraven, but I'll talk about that. Actually, I'll talk about it now. I think it has to do with Kraven because Kraven is trying to wage war on technology and these new heroes, and I think it's actually going to cost him kind of like how this costed Hitler. Or this could just be a coincidence. Next is a small detail. It says this is located at a manga hotel. I don't know if this is just the filming location or if this actually is a detail. I'm guessing it's just filming location because coming from the film I just finished production on, a lot of like small things like that just slip in, so I'm assuming it's something like that. Next we see Flash for the first time, who of course is being, he isn't able to pay rent. But you'll notice he's in a Derek Jeter jersey, which is good. Yeah, I guess. I'm not a Yankee fan. I hate the Yankees, but yeah. I just thought I'd throw that out there. Next, we have this new girl. So, she is an interesting character. She kind of was like flirting a bit with Peter. I have no clue who this is. Again, it's these two new characters are trying to, I think, are both hitting on Peter, and I do not know who each is. Looking at the Hourglass Studios past, they've already used MJ, they've done Black Cat, and they've also done Liz. So I have no clue who these characters are, and there's no context to who these characters are. Next, this trailer is kind of framed, instead of more of a trailer, it's kind of just a few clips smashed together. Like there's a few things from the library, a few things from the home, a few things from Kraven. So now we'll talk about Kraven. Kraven has we learn about his motivation. He wants to get rid of technology and have humanity be able to defend for themselves. And he's basically saying, like, look, people were, like, bad before, like, we were able to defend for themselves. Now they just assume that people in capes, like Spider-Man, could protect them. And technology and things like that. So it's a really good motivation. We also see that he's talking to people. Again, there is so little context about who these characters are in the trailer. It leaves so much speculation that I can't really say who these characters are. However, I'm assuming these are people who he's trying to sway to help him. Like, someone like that can help him on his, like, small villains who can help them on his way. Or they're just, like, some, like, political people. But besides that, I really don't know. Next, we have our first shot of the new suit. We don't get many of these in the teaser trailer, but it does look really good. I personally really like it. I liked the suit from the first one a lot more. So, I like this suit a bit less, but I still really like... I really like the first one. Like, I just kind of like it, but I do like the big eyes. I feel like they're very comic accurate. And I also like the, like, whole scenery of him, like, on top of the building with it being night out. It just looks visually such a stunning shot. And again, you'll notice that not Kingpin at the time, that's my fan film, Spider-Man Prom Night did win the directing award. So it's already known for having great cinematography. I think that this, Last Hunt will have way better cinematography, and that's something I really hope for this. Next, we get another shot of Kingpin with some sort of lackey. I don't know who this lackey is, but I'm just assuming it's some other person he's trying to convince on his side. And finally, the final detail I have is the Frogman outfit. I think it's a joke of how bad it looks. It has to be a joke because it looks so awful, especially like the wrong shades of green. It has to be a joke. But now let's actually talk about the teaser trailer, the announcement, putting those together to what we know now about the film. So there was no Moon Knight. There was very little Frogman. So in this trailer, the one thing I kind of have to criticize with this teaser trailer for is it has so little context for things. Like, I feel like in a teaser trailer, you at least have to know what characters you are seeing. But I'm not trying to criticize. Like, it's still such a great teaser trailer. But I do want to keep this video kind of not on the 20-minute side. So let's talk about my quick predictions. What I think is going to happen is the beginning of the film is dealing with the aftermath of the breakup and them and Peter trying to get into college. And he gets accepted, and this is all like the very beginning of the film. This is him getting in. And the first act, I'm going to just say the first act, is him meeting all these new people. He meets his new friends, he meets Flash, he meets all these new people, and we don't really meet Kraven in this act. This act is all about seeing Peter just kind of grow. Like, him, again, with MJ, we kind of see MJ immediately be annoyed with Peter having to go, but we can see it gradually happening so many times that the friends start to get annoyed when he leaves. And this is when we really establish these new friendships. And I think at the very end of the first act is when we first meet Kraven. And I don't think they're going to face off. I think they're going to face off at the very end of the first act. And then the second act, they're like, look, we can deal with this. Frogman is like, hey, I can help. And then Frogman has his whole act about him having to help. And Peter's like, look, we don't need you. And then Moon Knight comes along. I don't think Moon Knight's going to be a huge character anymore. I think he's going to be a big but not huge character. He's going to be like, I've been hunting Kraven for a while, and I'm going to need your help. So, him and Peter team up, and they try to stop Kraven. And the entire second act is them, like, dealing with Kraven. And this is the very superhero-y part of it. I think the first one's very grounded school. I think the second act's a lot of, like, dealing with the superhero aspect. And then I think the final act is going to be a very, not a short act, but this act is going to be all about how Peter and, what was I saying? How Peter and how Peter can take down Kraven. And I think this is also when we see Kraven's plan in effect to try and eliminate heroes and have people fend for themselves. So, I really am excited for this fan film. I hope this fan film is really good. It looks like it's really good, and I'm just really excited for it. Especially with how Prom Night is one of my 3 favorite fan films of all time. And I say top 3 mostly because they change on a daily basis. But the only other 2 I'd say are close are Nightwing Rebirth and Sisters of House Black. So it's 2 really good. I really love Prom Night. And I think this could be even better. I think they step it up, but not too much that it feels too much. If it's a lot like Prom Night, but it's also so different, I think that's exactly the mark they have to hit. And I'm really excited for this. So besides that, thank you so much for watching this video. See you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.